Prepare yourselves. It's Donegal versus Manheim Township in a head-to-head test of knowledge. The showdown begins now on WGAL 8 Brainbusters.
From Studio B, this is WGAL 8 Brainbusters. Now, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello everyone and welcome to the show. Now, before we get started with today's match, I'd like to take a moment to thank WGAL 8 for making this program possible and for helping us celebrate the power of education. It's truly an honor to be part of something so impactful. Now, today, we're excited to welcome back the last two teams from round one as they return for another chance to advance in our tournament. It's going to be an action-packed half hour with two strong competitors, Donegal High School and Manheim Township High School. I know both teams are eager to get started, so without further ado, let's first meet today's competitors. So first, it's a pleasure to welcome back the team from Donegal High School. We're going to say hello once again to Molly. She is a junior. Adrian is a senior, and he's the captain of the team. And Justin is also a senior. He's the third player. And in between Adrian and Justin is the coach, and that's Mr. Brandon Mormon. He's an English teacher. He teaches mythology and fantasy, heroes and villains, and freshman writing seminar. Mrs. Megan Snyder is the other coach, and she's unable to be here. And I also want to give a shout out to the alternate, Emily, who's a junior, who was unable to be with us today. Welcome back to the Donegal High School Brainbusters team. And now, let's reintroduce the Manheim Township High School Brainbusters team. First, welcome back to Cameron. He's a senior. The captain is Andy. He's a junior. And Ellie is the third player, and she is a senior. And in between Andy and Ellie, we welcome back Vincent as today's alternate. Now, we have two coaches today. First, we have Mrs. Caitlin Rock. She teaches business and is part of the gifted education program. And Mr. Zach Mussman. He is a full-time gifted support teacher at Manheim Township. Welcome back, the Manheim Township High School Brainbusters team. It feels so good to see familiar faces. Pick up your signaling buttons. We have our work cut out for us, beginning now with today's opening round. We have, of course, 10-point questions. I know you know how to play. You know how to win, so let's get to work now. He first gained attention on Saturday Night Live from 2003 to 2013. Later, he headed to Apple TV Plus and won several Emmys for Ted Lasso. Who is this actor and comedian? Oh, it's Jason Sudeikis is the correct answer. Robert Kennedy, John Mitchell, Edwin Meese, Janet Reno, John Ashcroft, Eric Holder, Loretta Lynch, Merrick Garland. What cabinet position, Andy?
Attorney General.
They've all been Attorney Generals, yes. In August 2022, its turret was recovered 20 miles off the coast of North Carolina where it sank. Andy, again.
USS Monitor.
The Monitor was the Civil War ironclad. Good anticipation. Hamlet's father in Hamlet, Banquo in Act 3 of Macbeth, and even Julius Caesar in Act 4 of Julius Caesar. What kind of characters are they? Ellie?
Foil.
Nope, sorry. Justin?
Protagonist?
No, sorry, they're all ghosts. Every year, Canadian snow geese, steelhead salmon, and monarch butterflies travel great distances to destinations they sometimes couldn't know about. What is this phenomenon called, Cameron?
Migration.
It's called migration, yes. If you carry your books and everything else you own in a backpack, physiologists recommend that you limit the load to 15% of your body weight. So if you weigh 120 pounds, what's your limit? Well, 120 times 15, it would be 18. He was the first American to win the Nobel Prize for Literature and the first to refuse the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction. Who wrote Babbitt and Main Street, Cameron?
Sinclair Lewis.
Sinclair Lewis did indeed. In 130 AD, the Emperor Hadrian completed the largest temple in Greece dedicated to the greatest of the Olympian gods. Who was the son of Cronus?
Zeus.
Zeus was the son of Cronus and Rhea for another 10 points. Although it's called a black box, the flight data recorder in most modern aircraft is this color because it makes them easier to find. What color is it? Cameron?
Red.
Not red, no, sorry. Justin?
Yellow.
No, the answer is orange. These have been in the news recently. These tiny cabbages were originally grown in 14th century Belgium, and some say they taste...
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts, they taste about 600 years old. The vegetable is, of course, Brussels sprouts. The Williamsburg Bridge, the Queensboro Bridge, the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, and the Brooklyn Bridge connect the islands of this city. What city, Andy?
New York City.
New York is the correct answer. Some chemical elements have the same formula but different properties. Ellie?
Isomers?
They're isomers because their atoms are arranged differently. Good anticipation. You are correct. It's the first derivative of the function y equals 7/2 x squared. What is it, Cameron?
7.
Nope, sorry, can't accept it. Adrian?
7X.
7x is the correct answer. Sorry, Cameron. It flows almost 1,600 miles from the Himalayas through northern India and Andy.
Ganges.
The Ganges in Bangladesh through the Bay of Bengal. The great river, of course, is the Ganges, as you said. Shakespeare's last history play was about the father of Queen Elizabeth I. Who was this king? Andy again.
Henry VIII.
Henry VIII is the correct answer. Most people don't use this adjective, meaning abnormally swollen, except to refer to veins. What is this word? The correct answer is varicose, as in varicose veins. In 48 BC, Julius Caesar easily won the Battle of Pontus and summed it up in 3 Latin words. What were they? Oh, we stumped you on Veni, Vidi, and we say Veni, Vidi, and Vici. In the 11th century, Manco Capac is said to have founded the city of Cusco. What great, Andy?
Inca.
The Incan Empire is the South American empire that had its capital at Cusco. Like lungs, they take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide, except that they do it in water. What are they? Ellie?
Gills?
The respiratory organs in the fish are called gills. Good for you. Very nice opening round. You already have seen a lot of knowledge and skills demonstrated. Now, a slow start for Donegal, but we have a lot more game coming up, including the one-on-one rapid fire and 60-second team lightning round. So please stay where you are because WGAL8 Brainbusters continues following this.
WGAL8 Brainbusters will return after this. The final 4 teams in the WGAL8 Brainbusters tournament will win cash grants. The 3rd and 4th place teams will receive $1,000 each. The 2nd place team will receive $3,000. And the WGAL8 Brainbusters champions will receive $5,000 in grant money. Now, back to your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Brain Brawl on WGAL8 Brainbusters. Okay, Donegal, they have their work cut out for them because Manheim Township really came alive in that opening round, but we have a lot more game left, including today's one-on-one rapid fire, where we get a chance to see how our players do individually. So first we say hello to Molly. Molly, welcome back. So Molly, our question for round 2 is, what do you do for fun outside of school, and why is it important to you?
Outside of school, I like to spend time with friends and family, and I volunteer with inside of school organizations and outside of school organizations. I just think it's really important to give back to the community that raised me.
What a wonderful way to spend your time and enrich yourselves and enrich the community, no doubt. Thank you for sharing. Cameron, what about you? What do you do for fun outside of school?
Outside of school, I really enjoy photography, so I'll go around, take some photos, and go home and edit them, and then I'll often participate in some competitions as well.
Well, it's like here, right here. Well, you're impressive how you're using your free time in such a productive way, Molly. And Cameron, let's put you two one-on-one. It originally referred to someone who defaulted on his debts and waddled out the alley. It came to describe a president in his last term in office. What is this 2-word term? Oh, Cameron?
No.
Nope. Molly? It's lame duck. San Francisco, San Diego, San Clemente are named for saints. But only one United States state capital is named for a saint and has saint in its name. Which one, Cameron?
St. Helena.
Nope, that's incorrect. Sorry, Molly.
St. Paul.
St. Paul's. St. Paul is absolutely correct. Now, there are theories that Helena is named after a saint, but it's not the one with a saint in its name, so I could not accept that. You were correct for 10 points, Molly. And finally, in its simplest form, it's ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. What kind of equation is it? Cameron?
Quadratic.
Quadratic equation takes you back to algebra. Good for you. 30 to 110. Now let's meet our two captains. So first, from Donegal, it's a pleasure to welcome Adrian. Welcome back. What do you do for fun outside of school, and why is it important to you?
So I'm involved in my school's spring musical, which is Annie. I like entertaining and getting out there, and I also volunteer at a food and clothing bank. They really helped me out during the COVID pandemic, so I'm just giving back to families who are still in need.
Well, it sounds like you're really committed to that, and it's awesome. You have so much that you love doing. Andy, what about you? What do you do for fun outside of school?
Outside of school, I usually like to go to Lancaster Archery with my grandma Penny, who's in the audience today. And I also collect coins. Just the historical value of it really intrigues me.
Oh, how interesting. It's a great way to stay balanced with schoolwork, no doubt. Andy and Adrian, let's put you two one-on-one. New York Mets, 1966 to 1971. California Angels, 1972 to 1979. Houston Astros, 1980 to 1988. Texas Rangers, 1989 to 1993. Known for his record-setting number of strikeouts and 7 no-hitters, he was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 1999. Who is this legendary pitcher? When you hear the name, you'll know Nolan Ryan. The Constitution of this country recognizes 22 official languages, including Urdu, Punjabi, Kashmiri, Bengali, Hindi. Oh, no, sorry. Hindi and English. Adrian.
India?
India is the correct answer. And finally, Richard Nixon's first vice president resigned after being charged with accepting bribes while he was governor of Maryland. Who was this crook, Andy?
Spiro Agnew.
Spiro Agnew is the correct answer for 10 points. You are correct. 40 to 130. Let's meet our final players in today's competition. First from Donegal, it's a pleasure to welcome back Justin. Justin, what do you do for fun outside of school?
I mainly play soccer and also make videos and stuff online to upload to YouTube. It's just my creative way to kind of entertain the people that used to entertain me.
I get it. Hey, there's no question that contributes to your own personal growth as well, and creative output is fantastic. Ellie, what about you? What do you do for fun outside of school?
I love playing guitar and writing songs, and I've been doing it for about 5 years now.
What a fantastic way to spend your free time, and don't give that up. Ellie, Justin, don't give up as we put you two one-on-one. Here's a literary haiku, a famous work of literature in just 17 syllables. Hrothgar's hall haunted, dauntless Danes die, Grendel gored. Here comes our hero. What's the poem? Ellie?
Beowulf.
Beowulf is correct. Good for you. You found the clues in there. His first inauguration was the last to be held on March 4th. After the passage of the 20th Amendment, his second was held on January 20th. So were his third and fourth. Which U.S. president was this? Justin.
FDR.
FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Of course, he's the only president elected to 4 terms. And finally, it's a poem with the rhyme scheme AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, GG. What kind of poem is it, Ellie?
A sonnet.
A sonnet, and specifically a Shakespearean sonnet. 50 to 140, a strong lead for Manheim Township. But let's see what happens as we pick up the pace and play today's 60-second Team Lightning round. Adrian, you have your work cut out for you, but you can do it with one of these 3 quizzes. We have Good Cop, 12-letter words, Q's high Q.
Good cop.
Good cop, all good, because here are questions whose answers all begin with cop, C-O-P. You'll earn 10 copious points for each one you successfully cope with. Adrian, I take your answer as the team's answer. Molly and Justin are ready to help you along. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. An imitation or reproduction of an original, a duplicate.
Copy.
Copy is correct. It's been the capital of Denmark since 1443.
Copenhagen.
Correct. Atomic number 29, atomic symbol Cu.
Copper.
Correct. His last name of Dickens' character, David.
Copperfield.
Correct. It's a feeble excuse for not doing something.
Cop out?
Cop out.
Cop out is correct. This snake has a reddish-brown body with dark bands and
Copperhead.
an hourglass pattern.
Copperhead.
Copperhead is correct. Polish astronomer who thought the Earth revolved on its axis and around the sun.
Skip.
Copernicus, an author or composer, has this exclusive control of her work.
Copyright.
Copyright. He directed the Godfather movies and his own version of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Skip.
Francis Ford Coppola. He composed the ballets Rodeo and Appalachian Spring.
Skip.
Copeland, the Christian Church of Egypt.
Coptic.
Coptic is correct. It has a slender blade and a U-shaped frame used for cutting designs in wood.
Skip.
It's called a coping saw. Mita, Ricoh, Canon, Lanier, Xerox, all make them.
Skip.
Copier is a northerner who sympathized with the South during the Civil War. Yep, this is a copperhead. We had 8 correct. 80 points came your way. Is that a break for you, Andy, Cameron, and Ellie? Well, we'll see shortly with 12-letter words or Q's high Q.
Q's high Q's.
Q's high Q. In the game of Scrabble, the Q is worth 10 points. So for 10 points each, identify these people, places, and things whose names all begin with the letter Q. Andy, I take your answers, the team's answer. Cameron and Ellie are ready to help you along. 60 seconds on the clock, which will begin after I finish reading the first question. So good luck, and here we go. It's a short test, like this one.
Quiz.
Correct. It's what you get when you divide one number by another.
Quotient.
Quotient, another name for Mercury.
Quicksilver.
Correct. A member of the Religious Society of Friends.
Quaker.
Quaker. This is a 40-day period of isolation to prevent contagion.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Baryons and mesons are made of these subatomic particles. Quarks, yes. It's the only national capital that fits this category.
Skip.
Quito, Ecuador. George Bush's vice president, J. Danforth.
Quail.
Quail, yes, terrorist organization responsible for the
Al-Qaeda.
9/11. That's correct. The 2022 World Cup competition was held in this.
Qatar.
Pardon me?
Qatar.
Qatar is correct. The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam is written in these 4-line stanzas.
Quatrain.
Quatrains. He rescues Esmeralda in Victor Hugo's novel.
Quasimodo.
Correct. These are the muscles of your upper thigh.
Quads.
Quads, yes. The derivative of cinchona bark is used to treat malaria.
Skip.
Quinine. The national airlines of Australia. It's called Qantas. Well done. That was 11 correct. 110 points came your way, giving you a strong lead of 130 to 160. But we still have a lot more game left, including today's bonus Brainbuster. Now, during our break, our teams will wager 0 to 25 points based on their knowledge of musical legends. So we'll have the bonus Brainbuster and, of course, the all-important Final Frenzy when WGAL 8 Brainbusters continues after this brief break.
Watch all this season's episodes of WGAL 8 Brainbusters anytime on WGAL.com. Our online home also includes our tournament schedule and a chance to learn more about the show and host Rich Rosen. Scan the QR code with your phone or go to WGAL.com and click on Brainbusters.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to Studio B with our competition between Donegal and Manheim Township. Now, Manheim Township has a strong lead. Can Donegal turn things around for themselves? Well, we're going to start finding out now because here comes today's bonus Brainbuster. During our break, our teams wagered 0 to 25 points based on their knowledge of musical legends. We're going to head into the News 8 newsroom with Caitlin Smith. She has today's question. Caitlin, welcome back to Brainbusters.
Thanks, Rich. Now here's your bonus Brainbuster. He was a groundbreaking musician known for his innovative use of jazz and rock elements, and his hits include Purple Haze and Hey Joe. Who is this legendary guitarist who played the Star-Spangled Banner at Woodstock? Again, he was a groundbreaking musician known for his innovative use of jazz and rock elements, and his hits include Purple Haze and Hey Joe. Who is this legendary guitarist who played the Star-Spangled Banner at Woodstock? Good luck with your answer. Now back to Studio B. Rich?
Caitlin, I love this question. Let's see if our students know the answer. good consultation between our players. Andy shut his pen. Adrian, did you shut your pen? Are we all set? All right. Widely regarded as one of the greatest guitarists in the history of rock music. Who is it, Adrian? Bob Dylan. No, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to deduct 25 points from your score. Andy, did you come up with the greatest guitar? Jimi Hendrix. Yes, he's the one for 10 points. We're adding 10 points for your score. All right, Donegal, get to work now. Pick up those singing buttons. You've got your work cut out for you as we play today's final frenzy, this time 20-point question. Question, CA is the postal abbreviation for California, but it's not the symbol for the element californium. What is the symbol for californium, Ellie?
CF.
CF is the correct answer. 5 miles from Nice and 1.5 miles from the city of Monaco, this Riviera town is famous for its gambling casinos. What is it? Andy.
Monte Carlo.
That's the correct answer. During the presidency of John Adams, 3 U.S. diplomats in Paris were told to come up with a hefty bribe. Andy again.
XYZ affair.
The incident was called the XYZ affair. Good anticipation. Her land is in Antarctica. Her island is in Canada. Cameron.
Queen Anne.
No, sorry. I'm going to complete the question for Donegal. Her lake and her falls are both in Africa, Molly. Victoria is for whom they're all named, yes. In this century, the Venetian artist Titian painted the sacred and profane love and the altarpiece, the Assumption of the Virgin. What century? Cameron.
16th.
The 16th. It was 1515 and 1518, respectively, for those paintings. It won't support combustion, but it's in explosives. It won't support life, but it's in the photoplasm of every living creature. What is element number 7? Ellie.
Silicon.
No, oh no, sorry. Any idea, Donegal? Oh, we stumped you on nitrogen. A foundling left in the care of Squire Allworthy grows up and falls in love with Sophia Western. Who is the title character of this Henry Fielding novel? Cameron.
Tom Jones.
That's the correct answer. The Birth of Tragedy, The Twilight of the Gods, and Beyond Good and Evil are all works by this 19th century German philosopher. Who wrote them? Justin.
Nietzsche.
He's the one, yes. Hillary Rodham Clinton banned smoking from the White House. What president's wife was... Andy.
Bill Clinton.
Nope, sorry. What president's wife, Donegal, was known as Lemonade Lucy because she banned alcohol from the White House in 1877? The answer would be Rutherford B. Hayes. Resistance is the force which opposes the flow of an electric current. Cameron.
Voltage.
No, sorry, I'm going to complete the question for Donegal. What name is given to the reciprocal of resistance? Justin?
Flow.
Oh, no, I understand why you said that. No, it's conductance is the correct answer. Before the Civil War, he was superintendent of West Point. After the war, he became president of Washington College in Lexington, Virginia. Who was this Confederate general? Andy.
Robert E. Lee.
Robert E. Lee, and of course, the Washington College is now the Washington and Lee College. Columbus discovered the New World in La Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria. In what event were the ships Dartmouth, Eleanor, and Beaver involved? Ellie?
Connecticut.
No, it was the Boston Tea Party. Well, that now takes us to the end of the round and to the end of the game. Congratulations, Manheim Township, a very strong performance, and they are going to return for round 3. We are going to say goodbye to Donegal, but we hope to say goodbye to you in just a few short minutes, so come back right after this break.
Scorekeeping for WGAL8 Brainbusters, presented by Jennings College Consulting, where students discover the right college fit for the future. We'll return after this. Welcome back to WGAL8 Brainbusters, the Susquehanna Valley's longest-running high school quiz show. Once again, here's your host, Rich Rosen.
Well, hi, everybody, and thanks so much for staying with us. We had a really exciting game today. A big congratulations to Manheim Township for taking home the win, and a huge thank you for Donegal for a spirited match. Now, on our next episode, you don't want to miss Cumberland Valley and Lancaster Mennonite as they battle it out for a spot in the playoffs. Now, since I have enough time, I do want to take a few moments to thank some very important people who make this show right. First on this floor, we have Jackie Beecham. She is the engineer. She's the producer. She's our contact here at the station. She does lighting. She does sound. She does everything. Dr. Peggy Jennings and her friend and husband, David Calhoun, they're our scorekeepers. They're very precise. They listen to everything I say. We have 3 fantastic camera people from Millersville University, our interns, Trinity, Megan, and Logan, and finally someone very important, Mr. Mark Krebs. He's our director. He knows what I'm going to say even before I know what I'm going to say, and I thank him for always following along. So on the next Brainbusters, we know we're going to be starting round 3. One team will move on to the playoffs. It's always a pleasure. This is Rich Rosen signing up, reminding you, keep thinking, keep learning, and most of all, keep having fun. Take care, everybody.